Yo, it's AZ the barber, man. We here with it, man. Going hard with it too. Then my intro. Here I'm gonna walk y'all through a little hot taper tutorial. Make sure we hitting all our levels, all our lines. Making sure we hitting everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little tired right now. It's 12 o'clock in the morning. I got daggone AC off, house hot, so I'm a little exhausted. But man, let's get to it. Yeah. We're gonna set our first bald guideline, man. Make sure that thing is bald. When you're doing a fade, a taper, the number one thing you want to accomplish is contrast. Contrast, going from light to dark seamlessly. And that starts all with a good bald line. Yeah. Watch me open that thing up. That on your clipper would be called open, or more you get into it, that would be called a 1 or a clipper's 1. And we going up about 1.5 inches, about 3/4 of an inch, not quite a full inch, but close. And we keeping it even. Yeah. What's that, the 0? Yeah, and we going in with that thing closed. Same thing, even strokes. Look how light I'm flicking the clipper. You don't even see his skin wrinkle. The harder you take your clipper and you apply that pressure, you know what happens? You cut more hair than you need to. You cut way more hair than you need to, and it's unnecessary. The name of the game is bit by bit to get what you get. It's not winner takes all. That's not how haircutting works. It's like painting a picture. Stroke by stroke. You don't just take the paintbrush and make one big stroke and expect to see the Mona Lisa at the end of it. It's probably not gonna happen. So you see, I did the same thing with a 1. I went in with it closed, I'm opening it, now I'm flicking with the 1 back and forth to make sure I get the proper transition so I can achieve the light to dark. And this is the first time I cut this client. I probably cut him by 50 of them with a pushback from the last barber. And I'm over here just going crazy for no reason. And that was a 1.5. I'm only adding that. Somebody say it look good right there. I'm adding that for more transition that only can come from contrast. Hit it lightly though. You don't have to. Don't take your clipper and feel like you gotta, where it's not disappearing in front of your eyes the way you want it to. Don't get more aggressive. Keep doing the same strokes, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, much like you see me doing here. Yeah. That's just detail work. I'm just cleaning up that line at the end so I can get that maximum transition. I'm gonna show y'all name of the game here. Detail work. Cut, comb, cut, brush. Cut, comb, cut, brush. Check your camera. Cut, comb, cut, brush. You see that little ridge there? We want to get rid of that. We want to make that lighter without making it so light that you lose the transition from light to dark going into the waves, because that's where the money is. The money's in the transition. The money's in that transition. Yeah, look at that. Totally different person right there. Look how light I'm holding the clipper. I'm holding the clipper firm, but I'm flicking it though. Look at the grip. Pay attention to even how I'm holding the clipper. Everything I do, when you get home and you get your pair of clippers, you do the same exact way. You see how I'm cutting against the grain? His hair don't go straight down. It grows backwards. Like most people's hair. Most people's hair on their right side goes backwards. So you gotta cut the hair backwards. So you gotta cut it forward. So you can get the best transaction coming backwards. Look at the direction I'm combing. Look at the direction I'm cutting. It's almost like I'm just cutting on the angle. Like if you was to tilt this video a little bit forward, it'll be perfectly being cut. But because his hair going back, you see this tight angle, and I gotta keep going back and forth over these little hairs because you want to make sure you're getting every little thing, even if it look like it's done. Look in your mirror. First thing you do when you think you're done, close your eyes, take a little minute, set, look in the mirror. Every single time. If you're recording, look in the camera. And don't rush back to the cut. Literally sit there and go over your footage. Take your time and be like, okay, does this line up how I wanted to? Does this move how I wanted to? And if it don't, how can I do that? And we can keep making videos to make sure that's possible. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, every haircut ain't easy. Ain't none of this super easy. I mean, after you do it for 9 years like I have, it becomes easy, or easier, but it's pressure. You know what I'm saying? Being a barber is pressure because you're not just cutting for the heck of you cutting to make sure the person you cutting, when they get in their friend group, they're like, oh snap, bro, who cut your junk? Oh snap, bro, I ain't know you was coming like that. Now you done elevated their brother in the friend group. Now he more popular. Now he's more sought after just because you are a hell of a barber. And you paid attention to every detail and nothing in that haircut was off. The blend is crazy. Everybody said edge up sharp, but how many times look and say, yo, that dude. Y'all see them little teeny hairs? Oh, and that camera gonna mess up on me. Wow, poor production. But if the camera was being respectful, I would have showed y'all it's little teeny tiny hairs, man. Little tiny things. What you want to do? You want to taper a taper. You want to fade a taper so well and give it so much transition that as it grows back faded. So the top should come back darker than the bottom. So by the time you get back to it, you just repeating your steps. You shouldn't get back. You shouldn't get no taper, no fade back, and it's completely even. That means you didn't cut it bald enough, you didn't cut it close enough. I'm not saying you gotta use a dry shaver. What I am saying is make sure you go over the details. Yeah, and now we're at the neck taper, setting our first guideline. Camera being disrespectful again, but it's cool. We're gonna rock out with it. Yeah, I'm gonna end this, man. They say, what clippers you using? All Andis. I don't use nothing else. I don't use none of that Chinese stuff. I want my clippers American made, so they made for cutting American hair. Like I always tell people, when you buy a clipper from China, who hair you think they testing it on? Especially if you're a barber who specializes in 4C hair cuttery. If you cutting 4C hair, why you buying Chinese clippers? You may say, well, don't all of it come from China? It's who it's tested on is what makes the clipper optimal. I don't think there is a better clipper for Negro hair, 4C hair, than Andis. It's just not. I'm sorry. Wall's a close second. Wall is the second best brand for clippers. But if you want what I'm using in this video, I'll link it below. They're like $100 a piece. I think the Phenoms, which is what you see me cutting with now, are like $1, maybe 30. And then the first clipper you see me cutting with was an Andy's MV2, like $109, bro, cheap. but they are a missile. You see what's going on. You see how the fade transition is coming together. You see it. Come on now. Stop playing with me. Yeah, I sped it up. Not that it's not important, but I got different videos where I'm going over the neck taper more specifically. I mean, this is great content. I'm still showing y'all step by step, but I'm sort of going off right now. I'm just going through the motions. And you see how his neck had that light spot in the beginning of his neck taper? What you don't do is you don't try to make it go up that high to match it. It's naturally like that. You see he got light spots all in his scalp. It's just like that, and it's okay. Like, just comb it away. It's all right. And if it don't comb away, make sure how I got it on film. You got it on film. Hey brother, you got a little light spot back here, brother. I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm here to show you in person. And don't end up like the barber that was cutting Dean, where he scalped, bro, and try to act like he ain't had nothing to do with it. Nah, brother. Well, I ain't had nothing to do with this one, but yeah, you see light spots all in his head. On the sides. And I sped this whole section up. You can enjoy what I'm doing here. You'll be able to see what I mean by like how lightly I'm cutting this. You don't even see his skin dimple, wrinkle, crinkle, none of it. Sinkhole, none of it. And that's what makes this a beautiful thing. It's not about how hard or how fast or how aggressive. It's about how precise. It's about that preciseness. How precise are you willing to be? You see how just because the hair didn't disappear, I didn't rush up. I kept cutting the same spot over and over and over and over and over and over again until I get what? That smoothie, that McFlurry, that well blended. If it's not a smoothie or a McFlurry leaving out your chair, take your time. Don't rush that person out. I don't care if you sweating and he looking at you crazy. Hey, look, man, I gotta get this right. I'm not going to send you out of here looking too crazy, bro. I don't want you saying too crazy. I don't want you to send me out here looking like this at all. That's what I want you to say. But yeah, I decided to speed this section up because I showed y'all and gave y'all a breakdown in the first section. Always comb after you cut. Comb and cut, comb and cut, comb and cut. Now, the aggressive or more aggressive thing you should be doing is brushing or combing. When you go to comb that hair, make sure you're getting every follicle. Hit that joint. Fat. Hit it. Make sure you're getting everything. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to think, okay, this is faded this way. Then when your client goes home and he brushes, he's going to brush and he's going to create lines, wrinkles. It's going to create dark spots in the fade, and it's going to make it look like you never cut it. When in reality, see me, I'm a dry shaver guy. That's a Bronze Series 9 sport, you feel me? So yeah, I'm going crazy. But yeah, I just take my little bronze shaver, I hit him on this side, and I flip him on the other side, do the same exact thing. See how fast I did that? You didn't even see me switch. You didn't even see me switch. You see how I go back, doing more detail work. More detail work. Stay detailed. Nah, I did the edge up. I got a tutorial going for y'all, so I did the edge up off cam. So I'm gonna do a little bit of enhancements. I may speed it up too. Actually, yeah, let me do that. Give me one. It's like I lied. I wanted to actually show y'all. You see how light I did that in the beginning first? You see how natural that looks? But there's one issue at the very top corner. Because it's a pushback, it's a little bit too light to be considered natural, because your hair wouldn't flow all the way to the front and just take an abrupt stop. So what we have to do is adjust the abruptness of the stop from the pushback by furthering it. Now, I didn't go back with the same spray. I went in with fibers. Why? Because it had a more natural look. Watch what I'm telling you. Now, I just covered up an inch pushback, and it looks like I cut the whole head. If your work don't look like this, stop playing with me. Subscribe. Get the ebook. It's $10. I teach you how to do all this in the ebook. Edge up. It's all edge up stuff. That's all in the ebook. $10, man. And you cutting, your cuts look like this for a 10 ball. Yeah, come get it, man. Subscribe. Yeah, we have arrived. We are here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, man. Yeah, brush, and when you do your enhancements, one thing you want to do is you don't want to leave an excess of enhancements related to the DoorDash. Just cancel my order. I'm sorry, I got distracted. So what you do is when you spray or when you do your fibers, you want to spray and go behind yourself and do a light little swipe with the comb. A light swipe. You see how even? You see how good that look? You see the evenness of the tapers? I'm going to with my little razor work. That's it. Just making sure everything a little straighter. I'll be right back. Let's speed this little part up. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop. We don't got to do this. Yeah. Name of my game, man. Once again, pay attention to the details. The objective of enhancements isn't perfection. It's never perfection. For me, it's not. Some people want that perfect look. For me, I'd rather leave. If you pay attention to his hairline, you see how it's still little light spots there? That's to help it look more natural. I could have darkened that whole thing and packed it and made it perfect, but then it loses the ability for somebody to be like, dang, that's really just a good haircut. The goal isn't to have a haircut so perfect that puts pressure on yourself. Not every single haircut has to be absolutely perfect. You don't do that. You want a haircut to look natural. We are here to make natural men look better naturally. We're not here to make you look unnatural. That don't work like that. There's nothing in nature that's perfect, and that's what makes nature perfect. There's not a straight line on anything in nature. And I'm not saying create ripples and edge up. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if you get it 90 out of 100, that's fine. If you get it 85 out of 100, that's fine. Where you start to concern yourself is when you're getting it 50 and 60, because then you're going to have some crazy looking stuff going on. But you see how natural that looks? You're not going to tell me you would see that haircut and be like, oh, they sprayed the heck out of that. And maybe you will, but I don't. I done seen some spray. I done sprayed some spray. I'm gonna be real with you. I done sprayed some, you know what I'm saying? I'm keep it a bean, you feel me? But nah, it didn't look like that. Look at the whole cut. Everything is a smoothie. We are in McDonaldville. You understand me? We are in McFlurry Town. We are well blended. Then I do the little pencil for a little pop, little contrast. Once again, contrast, light to dark, makes things pop. That's when you control the contrast on your TV, things pop more. The colors pop more. Contrast is light to dark. And I go and get my little trimmer and I knock off a lot of that white. We just looking for a light shadow. That's it, a light white shadow. Nothing more, nothing less. We don't want it to be a thick white chalk line because that don't look good. Now, and the objective of the chalk line, all it is, I'm gonna keep it so G real with you, is to mimic the natural razor. But that comes with a lot of skin prep. And this client, I didn't prep his skin. I just went right to cutting his hair. I don't even think I used alcohol on his scalp. You know, so I think it was literally just all straight up and down all around James Brown. You understand me? Then I hit it with the got to be to lock everything in. You can't tell me, bro. That's not an incredible cut, bro. If you tell me it's not, I'm gonna think you lying to me and think you're a hater. And I don't want to think you're a hater. But now I think you're a hater. Now I think you're a hater. That's a cut, man. Make sure you dust them off. Yeah, man. Follow every step. Don't get too. You see how his mustache ain't done, right? So wait, when I get done, he gonna come back and be like, "Hey, bro, you ain't do my mustache." Nah, I'm the type of barber. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm gonna do exactly that. Nothing extra. You need to do the same thing. Let's get it, man. Tap in, subscribe for more, man. Yes, sir. Expecting me. I like the cut, man.
100%.
We gotta do it over because he ain't tell me when his mustache and his chin done. And I appreciate it because now you look dumb clean. Boy, sharp, you feel me? Yeah. Alright, y'all. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back in 2 more days with some more. Let's get it.